Welcome to the Supplement Engineer channel. Everyone, sorry we're about 30 seconds late going live. Somebody needed her fix for the day. Wink. What are you drinking, Sandy?
Robert, you tell me. Apparently it's a blackberry smash.
Yes.
Oh, I shouldn't do that.
Yeah, don't do that.
The glass.
It is 1 cube of Demerara sugar, 2 ounces. We went with larceny bourbon today. We've got 5 or 6 bourbons back there. We're going to try larceny. Alcohol? It is 92 proof, so 46% ABV.
So it's not as strong as our 114.
Very good budget bourbon. Mixes well with cocktails. Also not too bad just over ice cube on its own. 2 ounces of bourbon, 1 cube of Demerara sugar, juice of half a lime, and 2 ounces of club soda, but we use diet.
Don't forget the blackberries.
Lime, and 3 blackberries.
That he mushed.
Huge honking blackberries.
Well, let's talk about the motivation as to why we put blackberries in this.
Antioxidants.
No, it was a mistake.
It's health.
No, we ordered our groceries and we did pickup, and Robert's like taking out, he's like, why do we have blackberries? It's like, I don't know, we got blackberries. Did they not give us something we wanted? We did not order blackberries.
We got extra blackberries. We never ordered blackberries.
They just gave us blackberries. So we mushed them into a drink.
So yeah, I refuse to wear a mask inside of a grocery store, so I'm just going to order my groceries until this bullshit ends. So, is it good? Yeah. You approve? Excellent. Good. You're a bourbon girl, after all.
I do. Well, the bourbon, it's okay. I got to be in the mood for bourbon. Okay, bourbon, I need you to imagine like a Southern gentleman sitting on his porch with a cigar. I have to be in the zone to just sit and relax and drink, and that's what this is doing for me. Okay.
Well, that's good. I'm glad you got your downer in you now, because we have got quite the cornucopia of supplements. We had a really good haul this week. Lots of people did. So before that, let me do all the boring introduction stuff. Welcome to the Supplement Engineer channel. I'm Robert. This is my lovely wife, Sandy, obviously the better looking half of the two of us. Thank you for joining us as always on these weekly lives. If you like these lives, make sure to leave a comment below, like, comment, share, subscribe. Tell all your family and friends about this. And thank you as always, because, you know, without you guys and without Sandy, I wouldn't be here doing any of this. So yeah, so
you'd be an unhappy engineer.
I would, very much so, yes. So anyway, if you have any comments or questions, post them on the side. We are not going to ignore any questions. We answer them all. Sometimes the YouTube software gets a little glitchy. Either doesn't notify people that we're going live and or doesn't post the comments if you post a comment in there. So it's not that we're ignoring you or avoiding a question. Just keep posting, because sometimes it doesn't actually enter into our feed. So joining us today, as always, our man Devin. Devin, awesome. Thank you for the sleep aid that you sent Sandy. She has not tried it yet, because you're usually actually a really good sleeper on your own.
Yeah, I'm curious though, because you know what's funny is the past 2 nights, Robert read a study on melatonin and coronavirus.
Antioxidants. There's a shit ton of stuff going on with melatonin right now. Right,
and so he said maybe it helps prevent. I'm a teacher. I'm exposed to 80 students all the time, more than that, because they're just in the hallway and stuff. And so he's like, oh, let's up your melatonin and see what happens. Like, okay. So I've been taking that instead. But, you know, my sleep score is lower with the melatonin.
Is it the past 2 months?
Isn't that weird? I feel super rested, but my Fitbit says that I'm getting a weaker sleep quality than I do when I don't take melatonin. I
well, let's try it.
It increases my dreams or something. Makes me.
We'll wait 2 more days. We'll let you go with no sleep aid the next 2 days, and then after that, we'll run Genius sleep aid for a few days and see, because that only has 0.3 milligrams.
Yeah, I'm curious.
And so even the studies have used up as high as 10 milligrams, and it's melatonin in addition to doing, you know, regulating the sleep, the circadian rhythm, the sleep-wake cycle.
Because that's what everybody associates with it.
Right. But it's also a hugely important antioxidant in the body. It affects cognition, scavenges all the free radicals that get generated in the brain overnight and all of that stuff. Also affects immune defense, which is another really good thing in the body. Reactive oxygen species, reactive nitrogen species. Nope, Devin, we're gonna watch this. Okay, so here we go. 1 fish, 2 fish, trumpet fish.
That's important.
Luau. And then on the back, this shirt is really,
this is from our first year. This is the LSU Tiger Band 2003 trumpet section. Wait, lift up so everybody can see how many names there are. This is all the number of trumpet players. Now, you may think that's a lot. It was 56?
52.
52.
Our freshman year.
But by the time Robert graduated, it was 70.
And when I was the section leader my last 2 years.
He was in charge of everyone.
70 and then 73, I think.
You were in charge of everyone. And here's the thing. Here's the thing, at LSU, everybody has parties. I think this is important that people
And I was a non-music major, and I was in charge of the entire trumpet section.
I don't think they know how big of the deal that is. But let me just explain.
It means I was really
LSU is a party school. There's just no 2 ways about it. And the band was no different. Consisting of 325 members in the entire band. And each section, not each section, it's not like the Piccolos threw a party. Just throwing that out there. But there was the tenor toga.
Or the clarinets.
The drummers had a party. I don't know what theirs was, but it was just the drumline party. Tuba Palooza. Tubas would host a party, but ours was always the best. Ours was the Trumpet Luau because our mascot was a wooden fish found in a dumpster, I think in the 80s.
Yeah,
but it was like a
4-foot tall fish.
Wooden fish. But anyways, because in honor of the fish, we would host luau. So everybody would come in their bikinis and their Hawaiian shirts. We would get a live band. We'd rent out an entire venue where we'd get a live band. Usually there was beach volleyball outside, nets at this bar, and then we'd have the bar, and it was awesome.
It's fantastic. The best of the band section parties. I wonder if they're
We
still
had
doing those
awesome. I bet they do still have them. What loser would not continue the luau tradition of the Trumpet Luau, man? And this was actually after the Georgia game that we won.
Right, because we lost to Florida.
That was when he brought a girl. I'm gonna tell you right now, he and I were like kind of casually dating at this point, and I told him at the day of the football game, I was like, hey, Robert, maybe we should be official again. To which he replied, I really just see you as a friend. And I was like, damn. Okay. So then that night, he brings a girl.
The tart.
The tart. I called her a tart. She had blonde hair and blue eyeshadow. And I was like, he brings a tart to our Trumpet Luau. And I just danced the night away in my little bikini. I have pictures, by the way, of my little bikini. I looked good.
You still look good.
I was trying to show him what he was missing. Stupid tart.
I'm
I was
about
so
as red as that drink is right now.
mad at him. I was like, he just brought a girl to our party. What? And it was like a huge party.
The whole band shows up.
Still,
Yeah.
I saw her and him together. Jerk.
All right. So this is what happens when Sandy drinks bourbon.
Welcome to the supplement engineer. No, it's fine. You needed to. We needed to date other people. I dated other people too.
She did.
I did. I got friend zoned.
She did.
But it was
Actually, no,
fine.
we didn't even talk. And Devin, I saw your comment the other day about us not drinking. It was freshman year that we didn't drink.
Yeah,
the years
freshman
after
year.
that, we drank.
We didn't drink at this luau.
Right. We
I
didn't.
danced.
Yeah. Sandy did get friend zoned, and then she immediately, probably 2 weeks after that, got brought back into the girlfriend zone.
He tried to put his arm around me. Wait, no, that was like the next semester when you left. He left me for her twice.
Spring semester.
He left me for her twice.
To be fair, you pushed me. You kicked me out the door towards her.
Yeah, I was like, go get her. You want her, go get her. And then he went and talked to her and realized she was vapid. She didn't like have much to say. So then he tries to come back to me. And do you know what he did after he left me for her? He comes into class, puts his arm around me. And I was like, what do you, are we having this? What is this? And you said, you're telling everybody that Lauren's my girlfriend, but she's not. I'm like, well, I don't even care if she is your girlfriend or not. I'm not your girlfriend. Get away from me. Fool. You said you wanted her. Take her. Take the stupid girl with her high-pitched voice. Every time I was around her, by the way, we had every class together because we graduated in the same program. So after that, I had to be with her every morning. That blue drink story is great, Robert.
All time.
We were dating at that time.
All time.
Gotta handle your business.
Yeah.
Son.
All right. Well,
That supplements. Back to the business at hand.
Let's get back to the stuff. Let's get back to the good stuff. What is that icon?
A steak. It's T-bone.
Steak. All right. So we've got a couple of cool things to review this week on the live to get things rolling until we start getting some more questions rolling in. The first is, previously on the podcast, I had James Gracely, who was an executive with VPX Bang and helped get Bang into the upper echelon of energy drinks.
Yeah.
To make them, they cracked the top 3 during his tenure there.
My students always drink them.
He is now part of a new company that has launched a new energy drink. Yeah, he reached out to me a couple of weeks ago and says, hey, Big Rob, guess what I'm working on? And he sends me a little picture. And I said, dude, what's going on?
Oh,
and so they have a brand new energy drink. And then we've got 4 flavors. So thank you to James Gracely. Actually, I'm going to be having him on the podcast tomorrow, which will debut Friday. So we're going to get the full story on all of this. But right now, we're just going to taste this stuff.
I'm excited.
And we're going to get into it. So
okay, wait. My students are going to flip. They love things. Do you think they'll love these too?
This is Zero Performance by Ignite Limited. So ZRO, obviously 0 calories and all
Zero
that good
performance.
stuff.
Oh, that makes it sound like you suck,
Yes.
though.
No, it would just like.
I mean, like I'm going 0 miles an hour.
So we got this. We got product description: functional performance beverage, energy, mood, focus, vitality, and performance. 100% natural caffeine from green coffee beans. 0 sugars, 0 calories, 0 net carbs, 0 artificial colors. Hence to 0.
How does that compare to Bang?
Same.
Okay,
Well, I
Bang
believe
also
there
is no
is-
calories, or Bang has calories.
Bang has, well, they're going to be trace calories because they have amino acids in there. Like the pixie dusted in there, but still.
I was just curious.
You can't list them on there as calories, but there are very negligible, like less than 5 calories.
I don't know how it works. Make it work.
We are 4 flavors so far. Blue Razz Bills. Blue Razz Bills, which is, anybody that knows me knows I cannot stand that flavor.
I don't mind.
It says, take your taste buds back to pouring the sweet deliciousness of your favorite slushy machine without the sugar overload.
That's
the collision of the raspberry sour and blueberry sweetness. Blue Razz is the flavor that over-delivers everything you expect from this timeless classic.
Time out. Time out.
I write product copy for a lot of companies in the industry. I didn't do this. This is really good.
Wait. This is
marketing.
Are you telling me Blue Razz is a mixture of blueberry and raspberry?
Of course.
I just thought it was Razz, like razzle dazzle. Blue Razz is raspberry. Holy smokes. I didn't know that. I just thought it was like Blue Razz and it was just like artificial blue and it didn't have a fruit. Well, you didn't get far. If she was less intelligent than me, that says a lot.
Yeah. Next we have Peach Crisp. Hold on. The aroma of fields lined with rows upon rows of peach trees. Peach Crisp promises to deliver the tangy, sweet, floral taste that you get from every juicy bite of a freshly picked peach. This is what summer is supposed to taste like.
I love freshly picked peaches, and I don't like artificial peaches. So this will be really a true test. If you claim that it tastes like a fresh picked peach, you better deliver.
Next, they have Purely Passion. Fragrantly sweet with a pleasantly tart tang and very juicy.
Ooh.
This exotic fruit delivers a new delectable flavor to the category. A little hint of kiwi, a little piece of pineapple. Ooh. Unique and interestingly consistent with what you expect from passion fruit.
That sounds delicious. And I think passion fruit's gonna, I'm drooling thinking about it. I'm actually salivating.
We have Tart Breaker.
Ooh. Oh no.
Pat ever heard sang Heartbreaker? Is that
no.
Who sang Heartbreaker?
Yeah, she sings one of them.
There we go.
Achy Breaky Heart is a different.
It's everything you expect from those tiny, hard, and crunchy candles, bottled to deliver the perfect blend of mouth-watering,
for sure, it's candies. It's fine.
Ignite Zero features an exclusive combination of ingredients different than other energy drinks.
Okay,
so let's get into those ingredients, shall we?
What would you like to start? I want to start with peach.
I know, but hold on, we got to go through the label first. That's just the flavor reviews. This is all the good stuff.
Good thing I got my bourbon.
Right. This is why we have to go through all of this because most energy drinks. It's 250 to 300 milligrams of caffeine, and then a pixie dusted amount of all the other stuff. You never know how much you're getting of whatever, but it's mostly caffeine and tar.
But this actually tells me everything that I'm getting.
Yes. So we get.
Important.
All right. So like we said, 0 fat, 0 carb, 0 protein, all that good stuff. There's 0 performance nootropic by Ignite One. So they actually list the nootropics that you get in here. So you're getting 300 milligrams of alpha GPC, which is actually a solid dose for an energy drink. Most of the time you're getting like 150 at most, 75 to 150. 250 milligrams of L-tyrosine.
You like that?
I would prefer like 2 to 3 grams. But I mean, if you're drinking multiple ones of these in a day, like a lot of people do.
Do they?
I mean, some people do.
You're right.
Plus, tyrosine supports dopamine production in the body. Caffeine stimulates dopamine release, so you got some fuel there for that. It's also good for focus agent and also has some anti-stress benefits too when you're exposed to psychological and physical stressors.
Let's do it, guys.
The other ingredients in here are carbonated water, citric acid, malic acid, alpha GPC, as we mentioned earlier, L-tyrosine, natural caffeine from green coffee beans, ACE as a sweetener, natural and artificial flavors, sodium benzoate, which is a preservative, potassium sorbate, which is a preservative, sea salt, vitamin B3, we've got vitamin B5, vitamin B6, some stevia, and B12. There is 250 milligrams of caffeine per serving.
Is a serving a can?
Yes.
You gotta check that out, by the way.
Yeah, there's some companies that do some sketchy shit.
But per serving.
And I like the
it's cool.
The logo. It almost looks like the pagan head from Dragnet.
Okay, yes.
With Christopher Plummer when they're dancing around in the pit.
I know, and that's scary. He went this scary route. I was just gonna say Zodiac Ram. It just looks like the Ram.
It looks like a ram too.
Or the Capricorn?
I don't know. I'm not an astrologist.
Kind of looks like the Capricorn. I thought Ram, but now that I'm realizing it, I think it's the Capricorn.
So we're going to do Blue Razz first to get this out of the way. Again, thank you to James for sending this out to us.
I think peach is going to be, I don't know. I think my favorite is going to be Purely Passion. Passion. Do you know what passion means in Latin if you break it down? I bet you don't know, do you? I bet you're thinking it means emotional or lovey-dovey. Do you know what passion means? To suffer.
Like the Passion of the Christ?
Yeah, like the Passion of the Christ. And like, if you're passionate, you're suffering for the cause. I learned.
I've been passionate about this marriage for 11 years.
He's passionate about me. I bet y'all, before you heard that, what it really meant, you'd think that was a good thing, wouldn't you? Good thing you learn something new every day.
All right. Cheers.
Toast. Ooh. Smells really light, and it doesn't smell like attack me it just smells good.
It's got the blue Razz sweetness.
Oh my God.
It's got the blue Razz flavor.
Yeah, but it's like light, like flavored water, as opposed to
Sickly sweet.
Yeah, it tastes more like flavored water than I'm drinking a Kool-Aid. Ooh, but the aftertaste is stronger than the front taste.
Yeah, it's interesting. It lingers. It lingers on your tongue
Yeah.
and it just keeps hanging out and getting better.
Like a little exponential function in my mouth.
Yeah.
So that's interesting. Give me more, please. Ooh, and it's really sweet. Do you know what it tastes like right now?
What?
It's getting stronger and stronger. The schnozberries it tastes like cotton candy in my mouth right now.
Yeah. It does say, like, if you ever ate the blue cotton candy, you just kind of like let it melt in your mouth instead of like chewing it really down. Like you just suck on it until it turned into like that little solidified puck in your mouth.
That's what I'm tasting right now. It's stronger now than it is right when I drink it. It's like after I drink it, it just...
And it's actually not an unpleasant stevia taste. I was a little worried with having stevia in there. It's actually really good.
Dang, this is
super
addictive.
Super good.
And I'm salivating, so it's sweet. And I know it's not sugar, but it's like sweet to where my mouth is drooling. Is your tongue like
it's
moist?
Yes.
I feel like I should rinse this out. I don't want to be messing up my stuff. Is that water?
No.
Well, then it's not rinsing out. Ooh. What is that I just drank? What's in here, buddy?
The electrolyte stuff, that orange mango electrolyte stuff that I had.
Who makes this? This is delicious.
We're not going to discuss that. We're not.
I can't talk about that. Okay, well, tell me later. That's really good.
All right, peach crisp.
Okay, I'm really excited about
peach.
Go for
something super sweet to hopefully something a little more refreshing.
Here's the thing about me. I love fresh peaches. They don't taste anything like that stupid can. What is it, Dole? Where you rip the plastic and it's like, I love raw peaches.
You definitely get a peach smell right when you sip it.
It smells like real peaches. I'm so excited.
Any different ingredients in this one?
Oh God, that tastes good. You know what it reminds me of? Oh God, that tastes, the aftertaste is so good. How do they do that? I'm sorry, I'm yelling at you.
No, you're good. Wow.
Oh God, that's good. This is really
really fresh peach. It's really not like a candy or a peach pie or anything.
Oh yeah, I just ate a peach.
Super duper fresh.
Holy shit.
Yeah, that's really good.
Oh my God. Okay, or maybe if you've had a really good peach tea, like a really good peach iced tea where they put peaches in the iced tea. That's what this tastes like.
Yeah.
But without the tea.
That is super good.
Oh.
Super. All right, so far.
Really.
James, y'all are batting 1,000, man. Y'all are batting.
Like I said, they're not too sweet, and the flavor is more powering after it.
Yeah. Super duper solid.
How is that possible?
All right, you want to do tart breaker or purely passion?
I gotta save the tart breaker. I feel like for anybody who knows anything about passion fruit, it's a subtle flavor. Now he said he had to add pineapple and kiwi, which makes sense. Passion fruit, why do people flavor things as passion fruit? It's almost impossible to flavor. It's too light. It's too hard. Like dragon fruit and passion fruit are just really hard to. It smells really good. It smells like those candles at Bath and Body Works, right?
Yeah.
It smells like a pink candle from Bath and Body Works. God, that's good. That is so good. If you don't like it, you crazy. Oh, it tastes like I'm drinking pink.
I'm trying to let the flavor develop.
Have you ever just, like the pink runts? Yeah. No, it's better than that. I don't know how to explain it. It's really good.
It's not pink Starburst.
I guess it's kiwi and pineapple, but that's not really what I'm tasting.
The flavor is very light and refreshing.
It's so light and refreshing, but it tastes clean.
Almost imperceptible, like the different flavors that they got blended in there.
I don't know what flavor I'm drinking. This is delicious. Forgot there's energy in here. I should watch out.
You probably should, or else
I'm not going to be able to go to sleep. Guess I better drink some of that genius sleep stuff.
There you go. Or drink the bourbon, and then you get this perfect blend of upper and downer.
This is so good. Oh my God.
This is perfect.
My students would flip
on like a really hot Texas day.
Okay, can I just say something? My students and my entire community that I'm a part of is like obsessed with LaCroix. And I'm gonna be honest with you. I am too. Because every time they give us stuff, they give us LaCroix, and I'm like,
that's what this tastes like.
It does. It tastes like
passion fruit LaCroix.
Yeah, but better.
Yeah.
Like I really want someone to let me represent them so I can do, not like officially, but kind of. I want to be able to give these to all the mommies and the daddies at my school. I can't really give them to the kids because I think you have to be 18 or older.
It says 18 or older.
Okay, so let's just give them the mommies and the daddies.
She'll work.
But I want to be like, dude, you keep doing the LaCroix. Like, these are so good.
And you get 250 milligrams of caffeine.
And there's no calories.
And alpha GPC.
You know the mamas love that. The little pretty mommy. I got really cute.
We're not going to
mommies
let
at
you
my
drink
school.
all of that right now. We need you to go to sleep tonight. There you go. You can have one more sip.
But it's really good.
It is.
I don't even want to try the tart. I'm worried. I'm afraid the tart is like
this is the
unicorn
one I'm
donut.
excited about.
No, I'm afraid it's a unicorn donut.
It's not a unicorn donut.
That's so good.
Oh God, this smells good.
Does it?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I'm super excited for this.
I don't really like tart things. I mean, I'm like, all right.
Ready?
Oh, it smells like green apple. Does it taste like green apple? Is that the flavor?
I'm gonna
Green
let
apple?
you taste it.
How do you not make a face? Is it tart? Okay.
No, it's not overly tart. It's crisp.
Oh.
This
Huge.
is really good.
That's
Holy
good.
shit. Okay, winner.
What does that taste like?
Winner.
It tastes like the green apple sucker.
Like
No.
a sour, like a
Like a
sweet tart
Starburst or a
something?
sweet tart. No, because I don't like sweet tarts. But yeah, kind of. But better than that.
Yeah.
What does this taste like? Oh God, this is good.
Sour apple?
Yeah, but like what sour apple? Where did you get it? Like
Sour green apple?
look, you know, like the Twizzler straws. Like the straws?
Yeah.
Am I saying it right?
I don't know, but that motion is a little awkward.
You know, I'm really good. Like, okay, whatever. I'm really good at charades. Okay, no, like the straws that have a hole in the center, and you get them in a pack.
I didn't
They're
like
called
Twizzlers.
sour straws.
I never ate them growing
Sour
up.
straws.
Could be. But this tart breaker, damn good job,
God,
James
that's
and
good.
Company at Ignite.
And I don't like sour.
Damn good job. And actually,
It is
the Blue
but it's not.
Razz,
It's weird.
I think the Blue Razz might be my second favorite. I think they might be my second
Can
favorite.
I just kind of just like that was all.
Can I taste it one more time?
God, it's all.
Wow. Okay. Well, I'm really excited to get the backstory on this all now. Tomorrow. This is
Yeah.
really, really awesome.
It tastes like cotton candy.
Phenomenal job.
I would almost change the
Yeah.
name. That's how much I would. Okay, can I just say
Guys at
the
Ignite.
peach and the passion fruit are freaking ridiculous.
Yeah.
Freaking ridiculous. Maybe they're, I don't know, are they girly? Are they
Son of a
girly?
bitch, those are good. Man, wow. Yeah. Actually, I used to,
They're not.
I'm
But
not a
now
big
when I think
energy
about Bang is like strong in your mouth, and this is light in my mouth.
yeah, Bang, some of the flavors
Tastes
were
like
a little
Coke.
aggressive. Yeah. And a lot of the
Right?
recent Bang flavors, like
Like
the
grape
Miami
soda.
Cola was terrible. The birthday cake was not good.
But I think it's too strong on the flavoring. Like these are so light, and then like I said, like afterwards they're like, sour punch straws. Thank you. Yeah, LaCroix are all natural, but these taste all natural. Are these not
Right.
all natural?
Yeah, they say all natural.
They say all natural, Devin.
They have all. Well, they have no. He's making fun at LaCroix claiming all natural.
You're all natural.
He's
That's
making
why
fun of
they're
the
really
granola
big
eaters
on
out
my
there.
computer. Really? Yeah, my community eats the veggie straws.
So, but I mean,
The
those
little
are
Cheetos.
those
that
are all
don't
natural,
taste
but
like
they do
Cheetos.
have some artificial sweeteners in there. But then again, I mean, how far are you going to go to the natural or artificial,
Okay,
spectrum?
these are good.
These are damn
They're
good.
light.
So, yeah, James, thank you for sending these out to us. 2 huge thumbs up on these, man. These
Oh
are
my God. Who sent
awesome.
this to us? What's his name?
James Gracely,
James Gracely.
big
Freaking
6'3"
rock.
guy, giant human being of a man, like a frost giant.
Everybody needs to try these.
Yeah.
Everybody needs to try these because it doesn't feel like you're drinking an energy drink. It just feels like you're drinking something refreshing. Sometimes energy drinks, it's like Power Right and the Kisser. It's like a Coca-Cola or like a Fanta.
Yeah,
Fanta.
super duper delicious. All right,
But
so
they're like
let's
strong.
run through some comments before we get into review number 2 for the day.
Yeah, because I'm hungry.
Really hot Texas. Pretty much, yeah. It was actually, the high today was only 80, but that's because it
It's-
rained for like the entire freaking day.
It was so rainy that they made my school get out 5 minutes early so that we would pass the storm. You didn't hear that. They made
Are you
an announcement.
serious?
They were like, students, stay in your classroom until we tell you to leave because of the thunderstorm. I was like, y'all, this isn't even a thing. It's not even like Texas and New Orleans when it comes to like rain. Texas is like rain.
Yeah.
And none of them have rain jackets. All the kids are coming. They know it's raining today and they're soaking wet. And I'm looking at them like, you didn't want to wear a rain jacket? I don't know if they own any in Texas. They don't know what rain is.
Bang does have the EA aminos and the super creatine, which
Is that good? I drink
creatine, you need 3
creatine
to 5
every
grams every day,
day.
and there's probably like 300 milligrams of
I
creatine.
drink creatine every day.
You do. You and the rest of the fitness population. LaCroix are.
Yeah, I'm telling you. I think in lieu of the LaCroix, you should do these.
Let's
These
give
are so
250
good.
50 milligrams of caffeine.
You said a human can have up to 1,000 every day and be fine.
If they tolerate it well, yes.
Well, you can't be adding those. What is that? What you just did? What are those called? The thing you just did.
Qualifiers?
Qualifiers. Thank you.
Nuance?
Qualifiers. Can I just say, maybe this and this is not a good idea.
Exactly.
It's so good. I'll just be reading a book. I just got some books to read.
Right.
Everybody
we got
needs
the
to
nice
read.
little reading room set up right here.
Everybody needs to read A Gentleman in Moscow. It's awesome. It's like an older book, but it's about a guy in Russia. He's in a hotel. He's under house arrest or 1920, between the 1920s and 1950s in Russia.
Yeah, so
Super
after the
exciting.
Bolshevik Revolution and all that
I
good
am
stuff.
obsessed with Russian history. Russia. It's fascinating and it scares the shit out of me. Like, I don't want to go to Russia. I'm like, oh, don't scare me. But it's fascinating. I just want to know about it.
Okay.
Russia.
Only for this product will I make the blue Razz turn. That's the only way I'll go to the dark
It's because it's
side.
more like a cotton candy. Wait. Is it always blue or raspberry?
I believe so. I mean,
I just
every
thought
company-
blue Razz was like the blue candy and it's Razz. Like Razz.
No. If you look at the image, most of the time it is a blue raspberry on the picture tub. Most companies have their own independent flavor technology sites and everything like that. So each one's a little bit different, but that is one that doesn't make me want to, revolt.
I'm shocked.
She might be.
Like a fembot? I would love that someone would think I'm a femme. I'll take it. Done, sis. Taken. And I'm a teacher. Watch out for your children.
Oh, Jesus.
Except I'm super anti-communist. So there's that. I don't know how.
Or maybe that's what you want them to believe.
Or maybe that's what I
That's just front. All right, so up next, you're hungry.
I'm hungry.
So
Want a burger.
we did like a flyby review on this earlier in the summer when these first came to us.
He wants an official review.
We're going to do an official review now. So my boy Lucas, who's a member of the Final Scoop podcast.
Wait.
Yes.
Our daughter refers to the Cheerios he sent us as, may I have the special Cheerios from Lucas? It cracks me up. I'm sorry. Like, Lucas is like a part of our family now. He just doesn't know it yet. We talk about him often.
We do.
Go ahead.
So Dedicated Nutrition is one of the companies that Lucas, he works for the distributor Prometheus Intelligent Sports Technology. Dedicated Nutrition is one of the companies that's in their network. They just came out with the Rock Bars not too long ago. I had the privilege of meeting one of their executives a couple of years ago before the brand officially launched in the United States, John. He used to be with One Bars. I believe. Yeah. So
we're going to eat those later.
He's got a ton of experience in the functional food protein bar category. And as you've tested out, and as many people have seen, most protein bars, they taste like a protein bar.
Yeah, they're
chewy, they're tacky. So the Rock Bar was kind of doing the spin on making like a candy bar, but that's a higher protein bar. It doesn't have a bunch of the fake fibers thrown into it and stuff like that. Yeah. So it's
I think that's a great idea. Yeah. It's like a calorie of a candy bar, but then the protein of a protein bar.
Right.
I say go for it.
This flavor is the peanut butter, caramel, and chocolate flavor. And here we're going to run through the ingredients, and there are a lot of them.
I've had them.
You have, yes. We did. We tasted it a long time ago. Well, I mean, this was back in June.
Good.
So we have 260 calories per bar, 11 grams of fat, 27 grams of carbs, no fiber, 20 grams of protein, 5 grams of sugar, including 4 grams of added sugar. The ingredients: peanut flavored coating, which is maltitol, palm kernel oil, milk protein isolate, partially defatted peanut flour, peanuts, non-fat dry milk solids, soy lecithin, salt, and natural flavor. The protein blend is whey protein isolate, soy protein isolate, milk protein concentrate, calcium caseinate. Soy protein, so whey protein isolate is leading off the charts here. Whey protein is the highest quality form of protein in this blend here. Soy protein is mostly added for a thickening and like a stabilizer in there. It gives it a little bit better texture. Yeah.
Okay.
All right, so we've got all that calcium caseinate. Maltitol, peanut butter candy pieces, which are going to be like the little Reese's Pieces things, although we can't use those, all that. So all of the ingredients inside of those candy pieces are sugar, partially defatted peanuts, hydrogenated vegetable oils, which you kind of want to stay away from hydrogenated or partially hydrogenated vegetable oils. Those are the trans fats that aren't
You're talking about the filling inside of the cake.
Exactly.
Like, that sounds negligible.
It is negligible.
Okay. It's not like I'm drinking vegetable oil.
Corn syrup dextrose contains 2% or less of palm kernel oil, artificial colors, which are yellow 5, yellow 6, red 40, blue 1, cornstarch, salt, confectioner's glaze, soy lecithin, modified cornstarch, carnauba wax, vanillin, gelatin, glycerin, water, sweetened condensed milk, which includes milk solids, sucrose, peanut flour, palm kernel oil, butter, which is cream and salt, soy lecithin, which is an emulsifier, natural and artificial flavors, cornstarch, salt, sucralose, and potassium sorbate, which is a preservative. That's a lot of ingredients, but I bet this tastes delicious.
Would you say that a candy bar is equivalent on the ingredients side of the?
Oh yeah.
So this is like this is indicative of what you would get at a candy bar.
Yeah.
Nobody thinks about when they're eating a candy bar because they know it's junk food. They're not even. They usually don't want to read the label.
Right.
But this is what I would expect to find.
Yes. Yeah. That's exactly what. This is like a candy bar with whey protein added to it. So, and we're gonna put it head to head with like another candy bar, protein candy bar, which is the Gronk bar that Muscle Tech did. I don't know if this is still in, but I mean, I got this off a deal site on TJ's site. So since these are both chocolate peanut caramel flavors and they're both protein candy bars, we're gonna put them head to head and see how they go. Just for reference, in this bar,
okay, this is an
we've got
actual
another
protein bar.
Well, no, it's a protein candy bar. So that's why I'm putting them both together like that. So we've got 230 calories per bar, 9 grams of fat, so a little bit less fat, 20 grams of protein, 22 grams of carbohydrates, 1 gram of fiber, 3 grams of sugar. Now, here's their ingredients. Protein bar blend of whey protein concentrate, whey protein isolate. We've got vegetable oils as palm kernel, soybean, vegetable glycerin, gelatin, polydextrose, maltitol, sorbitol, water, peanuts, sugar, non-fat dry milk powder, heavy cream, brown rice flour, tapioca syrup, cocoa, natural flavors, salt, mono and diglycerides, sunflower lecithin, disodium phosphate, baking soda, potassium sorbate, caramel color, whey, soy lecithin, beta-carotene, vitamin A, palmitate, almond, sucrose, isolated soy protein. Lots of stuff.
It sounded like less stuff.
It does, but that has candy pieces in it.
Okay.
So
the candy pieces were interesting.
Yes. All right, so we're going to go with the rock bar first. Nope, don't click on any of this. I'm trying to keep the screen clear right now. All right, so this is the, and now remember, keep in mind, this came all the way from Poland, so we're going to, if there's a little bit of oozage right here.
Are we ever going to go to?
Dang, a little bit.
That's some caramel right there. Can you see it?
That.
Wait, move out of the way so people can really see it. Y'all see that? That's some caramel right there.
So you can see the little candy pieces right in there.
I just want to bite it. Can I get
it?
Go. Okay.
It's a vigorous bite. Vigorous bite.
Oh, wow, Reese's Pieces.
It smells like roasted peanut butter. This smells so good. I cannot explain it. I mean, if you like roasted peanut butter, if you like to smell the inside of a Reese's Pieces, that's what this is.
Who likes to smell the inside of Reese's Pieces?
I do. I'm a connoisseur of my candies.
That's a weird thing to say. Oh my god, this is really good.
What do you think of the texture of it? The flavor is outstanding. What do you think of the texture? It's not as soft as a candy. Obviously, it's not gonna be as soft and chewy as a
I don't know how to explain it. It's
Pieces.
super satisfying though.
Yeah.
Is that because it was sent from Poland?
No.
And it like
I don't think
hardened?
so.
I don't know how to explain the texture. It's like a harder and slightly chewier Reese's peanut butter cup.
Yeah, it's got a little bit more give to it, but that's because it's got some of the other sweeteners and
it's not ridiculously chewy at all.
in there, which gives it that little tacky texture.
It's really not that chewy.
Yeah.
It's really, 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 really easy to eat.
Very
but
satisfying.
It tastes exactly like a candy bar.
Very rich, very indulgent tasting. Super good.
Oh my god, I'm so hungry.
I want to see what other flavors they can do aside
this
from peanut
caramel,
butter.
huh? What up with that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Super
it's
delicious.
super satisfying biting into the whole Reese's Pieces.
Super delicious.
I've never had those Reese's peanut butter cups with the pieces inside of it, but now I'm wondering if I would like it because I like this.
All right, so now we're gonna do the Gronk bar, which
looks like a protein bar. Even though it's called a protein candy bar, it looks like a protein bar.
Looks kind of like.
This looks more like a candy bar.
All right, here you go.
Oh, hello! Wow, where's that top layer? Can you show them?
Caramel.
I took a bite and it was like the entire top half was just chocolate. Like whoop. This tastes like a protein bar.
It has a texture, the chew.
Yeah. Oh, what is that? What is that? It's that cardboard thing again. Why do I always taste cardboard? It's not my fault. Cardboard? It's not my fault if it tastes like cardboard, Robert. I gotta clean my mouth with some of the Reese's peanut butter. I don't like that. Oh, it tastes like coffee? Is that coffee? What is that?
It's the blending of
what is it supposed to be? Oh, what is that? Chocolate caramel peanut.
It does the balance. I think the balance of the flavors. I mean, I enjoy it, but Sandy absolutely is not.
Yeah, but I mean, okay. If I said, "Hey, dude, I'm gonna give you some pink lemonade," and then it tasted like milk, would you be like, "Pink lemonade"? It tastes like milk.
It's not.
This doesn't taste like chocolate peanut butter, whatever it tastes
chocolate
like.
Peanut caramel. It's
like
going
coffee.
it's going for like a Snickers vibe, but I think it misses the mark on it. Okay, so if we're comparing protein candy bars, which one would you go for?
This one just tastes like this tastes like a protein bar that tastes like coffee. I would change the entire title of it and be like coffee. I don't even want to take another bite, but I almost want to take another bite so I can explain to you what I would call it. I would change the name. I'm just going to do it. I would change the name to
Cardboard candy bar?
No.
What is it the peanuts that's not working for you, the caramel, or the balance of all the flavors?
It's just like coffee.
And
I
you
would
don't
call
like
it peanut coffee, which doesn't sound good. Welcome to what I'm eating.
All right, so I think it's pretty clear that in the protein candy bar face-off that the Rock Bar crushed it, texture-wise, flavor-wise, balance-wise,
weird?
chew.
Because it looks like it would taste like a protein bar, texture-wise.
Yeah.
But it doesn't. That's more satisfying. It tastes more like artificial peanuts. I like it. It's really good.
The 2 extra grams of fat, I guess, make it go a little bit better because, I mean, the carbs and protein are more or less the same.
Oh my God.
So, yeah, awesome. Thank you, Lucas, for sending these out to us. And Dedicated Nutrition, good job on these bars, guys. I want to see what other flavors y'all have coming in the works.
Okay, yeah, that's actually, but it's super sweet. Like, you need to be in the mood for a candy bar if you're going to eat this.
Yeah.
So, P.S.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, we have royalty joining us. We have another Shinetsky has entered. Can you order those bars stateside? Yes, Phil.
Can you?
So, everybody, welcome. This is my younger brother, Philip. He is 3 years younger than the greatest Shinetsky ever to be created. Me, obviously.
And he's super buff. Phil just got bashful now. But he can do some serious pull-ups because he was a gymnast when he was younger, and those muscles don't go away, guys.
Yeah, he puts me to shame on pull-ups. It's not even fun.
Yeah, another Shinetsky.
Not even fun.
Tell him what he does, Robert. Tell him
what an aerospace engineer designing the...
He's a rocket scientist.
We are a bunch of math and science nerds in my family. So Sandy's a math teacher. I'm a former mechanical engineer. I guess
soon to get the PhD. It's fine. It's happening.
So, yeah. Thanks, Phil. Yes, I believe you can. Let me check right now. If the brand is called Dedicated Nutrition.
Dedicated. I like that. I'm sorry. I don't like the Gronk bar. Do they make other bars?
They have a chocolate flavor.
Is it still a candy, like a candy protein bar?
Yeah, and that one definitely tastes
more like
chewy.
Okay.
Yeah, that one's
that one doesn't taste like a candy bar. I mean, it tastes like a protein bar that's trying to taste good, and then it tastes like coffee. Something. I don't like it. You know, peanuts can go one of two ways. It can be like a smoky peanut, or it can be like a super sweet, like Reese's peanut butter. And I'm okay with both. I'm just not okay with this one. Sorry, Gronk. I'm a Saints fan anyways.
Phil, I believe you can. Go look on Amazon.
Yeah,
the rock bar, it's on there. It's on Amazon.
Yep.
For $25 for a box of 12, so about $2 a bar.
They're really good.
So yeah, you can get that Amazon Prime shipped to your door.
It tastes like a candy bar. I say give that to your 18-year-old when they're like, I want a candy bar. Be like, here, have some protein while you're at it. In fact, can I ask a question? You didn't answer me, so I'm just going to stay here. Raise my hand.
Yes.
Okay, I'm a good student, guys. Okay, so my question is, let's say I have a child, a 12-year-old, and the 12-year-old's like, hey, Mom, can I have a candy bar? Here, have a rock bar. Can I do that? Can I give my 12-year-old a rock bar? Can I give my 8-year-old a rock bar?
I mean, we give protein bars to our 3-year-old.
Okay, shh. This was an arbitrary question, hypothetical only.
Yeah, I think in moderation. Yeah.
I mean, if we treat it like a candy bar. Sophia's so funny. We made popsicles the other day from BCAAs. And she asked us, is this junk food? And we're like, Mommy and Daddy popsicles are not junk food. Everyone else's popsicles are junk food.
The regular popsicles that are packing 40 grams
her ice cream. What is her ice cream?
Protein powder.
Protein powder and milk. Can I have some ice cream for dinner? Sure. You can have some ice cream.
Yeah, I think if you're comparing this to replacing with another option, yeah, I'm going to say go with the candy bar every day.
Go with the protein candy bar versus a regular candy bar.
Of course, yeah.
Okay, yeah. Go with the BCAA popsicle over a regular popsicle.
Yeah.
Go with the protein scoop ice cream over the regular ice cream.
Yeah, the importance of protein can't be emphasized heavily enough, especially with little kids that typically don't eat a lot of protein. Ours is an exception because she
eats steak.
Chicken,
she likes
steak,
pink.
all of that good stuff.
She's like, give me the red part of the steak. I'm like, fine.
But I think most kids, even growing up for myself, I know we probably didn't get enough protein because I always like super carby foods. You know, French fries, chips,
they taste
butter
good,
sandwiches,
guys.
waffles, pancakes, all of that stuff.
Tastes good.
And Philip can
you got some protein. You got that Blues Craft macaroni and cheese.
Yeah, that powdered cheese. Oh yeah. We actually had an extra canister because Kraft started understanding that people love the cheese, and so they would sell individual cans of just like the cheese powder. So Philip and I would mix up a bottle of thing.
You would extra.
We would add extra too. We made like a double cheese batch. We'd make one box of noodles, and then we'd add a shit ton of cheese to it.
Hell yeah!
That Polish bar had some extra. Exactly. Yeah. It's those secret Soviet bloc compounds that are so fun. They get all the goods over there.
Poland.
The apocalypse comes. I went to shelter in place with the chassis. Yes, exactly. We would be able to do anything. My dad is a mechanical engineer as well, so we would have something super duper strong. Philip can design us a rocket to fly out of there if Doomsday ever comes. And Sandy is all the entertainment. Even if the power goes out, we will be entertained. We will be entertained.
Holla.
And my mom's a nurse, so if any of us have health issues, just you need an arm lopped off, she's gonna be right there to just take it off for you.
We got you covered.
We're good.
We got you covered.
We're now accepting reservations. 5 monthly payments of $99.99, $99.99.
You know what they used to have is like the family Double Dare on Nickelodeon.
Yeah.
We should do that.
Family Double Dare.
They should have like the Family Double Dare, but with adults. They took away a lot of Nickelodeon shows. Guts. Love that. Wait, I'd have to order the energy drinks from the U.S., Canada.
Canada limits the caffeine content, Rain had to reformulate down 180 milligrams when they usually have 300.
Is that true?
Yeah, Canada does limit stuff on that. I think even on their how much caffeine they can put per scoop of pre-workout as well.
I have a random question, and I need someone to be honest with me. If you know the answer, let's do it. Somebody from the audience too. Let's say I'm from Canada, and I want to get highly caffeinated beverages. And if someone ships it to me in a brown box and writes my name on it, is it illegal? That they just ship it to me? No, but it's got to go through
customs.
If they send it through the U.S. mail, they don't go through customs. It's just
they do. If it's got to cross the border, it's going to go through customs.
What does that mean? They have to like open my box. You can't just ship something.
Like if they suspect something is in there, and you have to have a manifest of what's going on in there,
I don't know if that's right. I should be able to mail something.
No, anytime Lucas sends me a package, there's a manifest on there of everything that's in there, and if they suspect something that's not allowed in your country, they will open the package, remove it, and say, sorry, we took this from you.
I was just curious. So now, second question. I'm driving up to Canada.
Mm-hmm.
They just check your passport. They don't check what's in your car. Okay, I'm sounding like I'm about to commit a crime.
You sound like a drug dealer.
I'm really not.
And you haven't even watched Narcos yet.
But could you bring those up in your trunk?
Well, yeah, of course you can. Yeah, they're going to open it and look at it.
It's a gift.
Well, yeah, if you, there's a difference between bringing like 4 12-packs and bringing 4,000 12-packs.
Okay, but wait, they don't. I've gone to Canada before. We went to Canada for Niagara Falls. They didn't check our car.
No.
So I could bring those up to him.
But it's a new world order now, sweetheart.
Okay. I'm just curious about the rules.
Yes, and the supplement stash.
Robert's got some serious supplements.
Cans using them. Perfect.
Right?
Perfect.
Just, they don't check inside the, right?
I mean, it depends on how much stuff you're sending and what you're, I mean, if you
I sound so sketchy right now. I'm just trying to understand the logistics.
Sketchy. Yeah.
Today I taught syllogism, like if then, if then, if then. I'm just trying to understand the logic. What are you looking up how to illegally smuggle things into
I'm not looking
Canada? He's looking up something on the internet.
No, I was going back to the comments because Adam asked us a question, posted a really long comment on last week, and I wanted to answer it this week.
Let's get it started. Ha! Let's get it.
I just gotta find it.
In here.
You're gonna scare away what small subscriber base we have with that. If I can find it. Here we go. All right.
I was going to say something, but I'm not going to say it.
You can say it now.
That's a huge question. Go ahead and ask it.
Okay. Thank you for answering my question about the microencapsulated L-carnitine. So we talked about that last week with caged muscles, microencapsulated shit. It was difficult to formulate the full context within the character limit of Black Chat. I think it would be interesting to see it further researched or to experiment with it myself in the context of already being in a ketogenic state.
There you go.
To see if I could surpass the normal daily limits of non-dietary fat mobilization. Example, could someone supplementing with microencapsulated L-carnitine at a high enough dose avoid a bunk in energy and unintentionally switching to running on glucose via gluconeogenesis, which remains demand-driven in the presence of enough mobilized fat to be used for energy, while only eating lean protein to accelerate weight loss? I have heard from multiple enhanced athletes that they were never fully sold on the efficacy. of supplemental carnitine until they had tried it in the injectable form, which I would have no interest in experimenting with. And they had attributed that to the lack of bioavailability through the stomach, and that was around the same time as the microencapsulated glutamine controversy in the industry. So I looked to see if anyone had already made a microencapsulated or delayed release version to partially bypass denigration in the stomach. I love that word. Good job on denigration, Adam. Thank you.
Yeah.
That was probably a connection there. That was probably a connection made from seeing what Joey Savage at Glaxon has been able to pull off with lower doses of certain ingredients like the DR caps, which are delayed release caps. So it passes. It's a little
right. No.
Yeah. There have been some studies on carnitine and in ketogenic athletes. I wrote an article about this a few years ago. And basically, carnitine is not the limiting factor in the metabolization of fatty acids in the body, even during exercise performance. And that's why, again, supplementing with carnitine is really not going to have any benefit, even unless you are a vegan, a vegetarian, or an elderly person who's not getting enough carnitine in through the diet. Even if you're on a ketogenic diet, the bottleneck in the pathway is not going to be the amount of carnitine in your body. You're going to have more than enough of that. So I don't foresee that being the issue. The issue is the efficiency of your energy producing system. So you've got the creatine phosphate system, you've got the glycolytic or anaerobic pathway, which mostly runs on glucose. And then you've got the aerobic pathway, which requires oxygen. That's why it's called aerobic, and anaerobic is without oxygen, meaning anaerobic.
I hear you.
So the aerobic is a little bit more efficient in that it can use a lot of energy, but it's slower. And it's using a combination of blood glucose, glycogen, and fatty acids. And the intensity and duration of exercise is going to titrate up and down how much of percentage of fatty acid you're oxidizing versus how much glucose versus how much glycogen and all of that. But at the end of the day, I still don't think L-carnitine in any of its forms is going to have much of an improvement on fatty acid metabolism. And like we mentioned before, the body is going to go and downregulate, fatty acid oxidation later in the day and upregulate glucose burning, just because the body, we're not going to be able to trick human physiology with supplements. It's not possible.
That's what I was going to say.
There's so many positive feedback, negative feedback mechanisms that
the body is a fascinating machine.
Yeah. Well, it's designed to do two things: ensure the survival of the species and not die.
Can I just say, and I know I shouldn't talk like God, but I can't help but believe in God when I feel like how well of a machine we're designed. Like someone had to design the car engine. Someone designed us. I'm sorry, you may not agree with me, but this is not random, okay? We have the craziest bodies. The fact that we can survive on things, like you said, people can survive on whale blubber. Like that doesn't make any sense. Why are you just surviving on that? When other people were like, we need a well-balanced diet. Do you need it? Kind of, but not really. I don't know. It's the weirdest thing is the human body. Okay, so I had a question for you kind of off topic. Can I get it's on topic, but it's like off topic.
Yeah, guys, we'll probably be on for another 15 or 20 minutes. We're going to have to go. Sandy's going to have to go get the halfling from daycare in a little bit. But if you got any other questions, feel free to rocket fire.
So I got a question. How come when you're just doing your thing, you're working out every day, you're eating, you're sleeping, you're doing your thing, everything's fine. You're working out, you're feeling good, and then out of nowhere, you suck. Like, am I the only one that has this random week where why are your numbers low and you're tired? It's harder to do the workout. You get up, you go to do it, and it's harder to do. Is that a time when your body is telling you, hey, take a deload week? Do you take a deload week? Do you listen to your body and say, oh, I guess I should take a deload week? Or do you just say, man, I'm wimping out, I better push? Like, what is up with the random weeks? Or am I the only one that gets that?
No, that's a natural part of the training cycle.
What's up with that?
All right, so let's look at a training if we're going to graph it, okay? So we're going to go up, we're going to get better, we're going to get stronger, then we're going to dip as fatigue starts to outpace our body's recovery ability. So then we take a deload, and then we start building up again, getting stronger, and then we're going to dip again once we exceed our maximum recoverable volume, and then we go up higher, and we dip again, and we keep. Okay. So you're constantly going up, but it's so you're going to
2 steps forward, 1 step back.
Yeah, exactly. So the reason you feel like crap on certain weeks.
It's because I'm too strong?
Is that
what I'm hearing?
Well, no, you finally, because while you're training, you're building up, you're increasing your strength, but you're also breaking down your body. And there's going to be a certain point where you put so much stimulus on there that your body can't recover enough to ensure overload in the next session.
It's just broken. It hasn't healed.
Right. It's just been, you've exceeded your ability to recover sufficiently. So what you do in that case, if you have one bad session, you can shrug that off to poor sleep, excess stress at work.
But what if it's multiple? Because this whole week I've sucked.
Well, yeah.
And I'm getting angry.
You're going to have those. And that's when you kind of take a deload. But instead of just throwing your hands up and not doing anything.
Right. Like, so what do you do?
You go keep going and suck? No, cut your volume maybe by 30 to 50%. Okay. And so instead of doing like.
You said never decrease the weights though.
Yeah, I don't think you need to. Okay. Well, yeah, I don't think you need to. Well, that was in the context of you not hitting a rep range in a certain thing. but you don't want to sacrifice your strength. So go in, and I don't think using heavy enough loads or using super high training volumes to warrant needing to drop the weights. I would say maybe just cut your volume back a little bit, because that's going to be inducing the most fatigue.
Okay, because I get frustrated. I get angry when all of a sudden I suck. I'm like, well, last week I was able to do and today I'm like, and all the numbers are lower, and I'm really tired, and I'm pushing it. And last week I could do more than this, and I wasn't as tired. And today I'm more tired, and I'm doing less, and I'm really getting pissed. Like, I was angry.
Yeah, and your diet hasn't really changed, and your sleep has been really solid. So it's just you've got to the point where your body just isn't recovering enough from the stimulus and the tension that you've been imposing on it. So what you do for the rest of this week, do half the amount of volume?
No, Devin, that's a great question.
Do half of the amount of volume of what you're doing. So if you're doing, typically when we're looking at the muscle building hypertrophy literature, we're saying 10 to 20 hard sets per week for a muscle group. So if you're going to deload and you're usually doing like 16 hard sets for chest a week, you'd cut that down to like 8 sets.
Okay.
Just go in the gym, get the blood moving in there. You're not at the point where you need to take a complete week off and not do anything. I would just go in there and get movement practice and keep things nice and light and moving.
But if I may, have you never do this, but I do. There are times where, because I'm busy, whatever, I have a lot to do, I won't work out for a couple of days. Then when I hit the next week, I am amazing. I was like, ooh, I am so good at this. And it's like the week off made me stronger. And I think it's what you're saying. I recovered.
You're dumping a bunch of that fatigue.
But I didn't do anything. Like sometimes I literally, I get to school early. I have a test after, like, I don't have time. Right. Or I don't make time is probably a better way to say it.
Right.
I don't make time. I prioritize something else instead. And then it's like, I'm amazing the next week, and it feels really good. And so I keep thinking, why am I working out? Maybe I should just stop so that next week I'm really good. So is that a bad?
Yeah, because
in my mind it makes a lot of sense to just stop. And then next week I'll be good.
You don't want to be deloading as much as you are training. You're just pissing away a lot of time at that point.
I've been training more.
You need to be doing it's more like 4 to 6 weeks of accumulation of fatigue, and then 1 week to dump it, and then you keep going 4 to 6, and then dump.
Or I'm different. Maybe it's 3 weeks to 1 week. Is it possible that my body's just different?
No, because you're not training with a high enough amount of volume to do that. I mean, you work out 4 times a week for maybe half an hour at a time. Right, but I'm saying if you were doing 30 sets for each body part a week,
right, like an hour.
Yeah, if you were doing that, then yeah, I would say maybe you need to do the 3-to-1 paradigm. But
Devin asked a good question though. He asked if I was cutting, and I'm not there yet as evidence. But I know that I'm building up to cut. That's actually our plan. Yeah. I've been building for months.
Which is how it should be done. You shouldn't do like 2 weeks of bulking, 2 weeks of cutting.
No, I'm waiting to cut.
Yeah, you should spend more time either at maintenance or in a surplus trying to build muscle than cutting, because building muscle is inexplicably harder than losing fat. Fat loss is the easy part. Yeah. Building muscle is the harder part.
I'm not gonna lie. Robert doesn't think this is possible, but my body's different. 2 weeks of cutting, I look good. And he's like, it's just not possible in 2 weeks to see the results. I'm like, yes, it is. My body's different than yours. In 2 weeks, I can tell the difference after I've been cutting. But that's if I cut like 500 to 600 calories in that 2 weeks.
Yeah. Yeah. It's going to be water weight loss too that you're going to be losing.
Whatever it is, I notice.
Yeah.
But I'm not ready for that yet because I'm not as strong as I want to be. I got to keep building.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's fine. I'll just keep sucking tomorrow and the next day. I sucked all this week. I've been working out every day, and I'm like,
Could it be more of a mental state?
No, I'm in the zone, and then I suck.
Are you?
Yes.
Are you properly warming up before your sessions? Are you doing some movement prep, or are you just trying to jump into the movement in your working set right away?
I feel like I'm warming up, but maybe I'll do a bigger warm up.
Maybe do a preparatory set on movement just to make sure you're.
I don't know. Everything's harder this week.
Exactly. Yeah. Yes.
And you don't like me when I'm hungry. You don't like me when I'm hungry.
Or hot.
This is important.
Or sleep deprived.
Or sleepy.
Basically, Sandy needs to be all rainbows and sunshine, and then she's good.
Basically, when we went golfing one day and I didn't have a snack, and it's 18 holes. At hole 9, I was like, all right, we done? It was so hot. It was Louisiana. I don't know what we were thinking. We went golfing in Louisiana at like May or something horrible and humid and hot. I was so hungry. I was so hot. I was so tired. Ooh, those last 9. Did we even finish the last 9 holes, or did I convince us to stop?
I think we bailed at 14.
I was like, I need to go get some food.
Was that the Baton Rouge course we were doing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, next time I'm bringing some Triscuits. I'm gonna bring some food. I need some protein bars. I'm hungry. Some beef jerky. Ooh, beef jerky. That's the other thing that bothers me. I watch my high school girls and my high school boys. High school girls, when they snack, they eat crap. When boys snack, they eat entire rotisserie chickens. I was like, ladies, you need to start eating like the men do. Like, they're like, they eat chicken and beef jerky. I was like, yeah, you need to eat chicken and beef jerky when you're hungry. Instead of whatever it is you're eating, stop doing that and start eating real protein. Agreed. It bothers me.
Agreed.
It bothers me.
Especially when they're in the developmental stage, when they're growing still. That needs to be emphasized more, especially if they're highly active. The 1 gram per pound thing cannot be emphasized enough.
They don't they don't get it. Yeah. They don't get it. It bothers me. So there's that. And they probably should be doing creatine. Girls don't.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's good for everybody.
I think it is too.
So
whatever.
All right.
Off soapbox.
All right, guys. Well, then, thank you for joining us. Unless there's any other last-minute questions, do you have a favorite flavor of those the energy drink?
Yeah.
Which one?
The
Blue Razz?
No. Yeah, that's good, but that wasn't my favorite. My favorite was the Passion.
Purely Passion.
Oh, it was like drinking pink goodness. I don't know what that means, but that's what it tasted like. It was just beautiful because it was a blend of fruits that you're not used to tasting. So it's like nothing really seems familiar, but it's so good. And then the peach, beautiful. But the pink one was my favorite. It tasted like I was drinking pink. That was good.
Excellent.
That is a good, oh man, that's a good. I want to drink more, but I know you're not going to let me. So I'm kind of like.
Well, you can have that in the morning, tomorrow morning. Just take that to school tomorrow.
Yes. Click that. Somebody asked me, by the way, like, are you afraid of getting too buff? And I said, well, I can't. I'm not taking testosterone, so I'm pretty sure I'm not going to get too buff. Yeah. I'm good. But I mean, girls are afraid. They have this weird fear of getting too buff.
Well, it's because you have a lot of douchebag supplement companies that are saying lean and tone your muscles. You don't want the bulky look. We use our leaning and toning cream. These are bullshit terms.
They just need to look like they're not super scrawny. Like and the thing is that some of them have big arms, but they're not muscular. I'm like, well, no offense, but you look worse than if you turned that into muscle. Like you just turned it into muscle.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they don't know how to do push-ups progressions. Like they would rather do it on their knees than do the progression of their feet, like on a surface.
Their hands on an elevated
surface.
surface.
Put your hands on an elevated surface and then slowly but surely go down. I remember I was talking to a girl and her boyfriend was in the room. And he's on the football team, and he and I were talking about push-ups and how she should do them. And she's like, oh, I was doing them on my knees. And he and I were saying, no, you should really do them on your feet, but then just keep going down until you're strong enough to do. Right. And it was interesting because he knew exactly what I was talking about. And this girl is the captain of the dance team. She's on cross country for years. She's active. She's an athlete. Mm-hmm. And no one's ever told her things like that. Like it's the weirdest. Why do the football players know so much about their body and about their, like, what is it, physiology?
Well, they go through strength and conditioning. And then the girls kind of do, but they really don't. Yeah, they got some floppy arms. I don't know. It's weird. And it's weird for me to be one of the only few women that knows what I'm talking about, but I don't even know what I'm talking about, really. I feel like you should come to my school and, like, talk to the people. Masses.
But the thing is what would you talk about? Would you talk about fitness? Like, would you talk about working out? Would you talk about supplements? Would you talk about eating? Like,
you always start with, I think you start from diet and then work your way towards fitness. Supplements are the last piece of the puzzle.
Anything.
Supplements are always the last piece of the puzzle.
Most people just have like snippets, and it makes me so sad because there's just such a lack of information, and there's so much information that there's a lack of information.
But there's a lot of noise.
There's not a lot of misinformation.
Yeah, there's a lot of noise, and there is some information, but it's usually engulfed in a sea of nonsensory.
I'm just really glad I married you.
Yeah. So, all right, guys. Well, that puts the wrap on this week's episode of Live Q&A with Sandy. Thank you for joining us always. If you like the videos, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share. Leave us a comment down below. If you're catching this on replay, leave us a comment down below in the comments. Let us know what you like, what you want to see more of. Do you like us leading these off with supplement reviews? Do you like Sandy telling embarrassing stories about me from college?
Bringing the tart to our party.
Let us know if there's some other products you want us to do or ingredients to describe. Let us know in the comments below, or if whatever else is on your mind. If you have a cocktail recipe or some food recipes, because we do a lot of cooking here.
We do.
We'll do that. And thank you as always for joining us, and we will catch you next week.